Hey nerds, Bevan here. Welcome back to my channel. I'm back again, surprise, with another comic haul. But this one's kind of special because I got my very first graded comic book. But I'm gonna show that to you later. Before we get into the comic haul today, make sure you subscribe to my channel for all your comic and action figure content needs. I'm just like a literal handful, I think like 5 subscribers short of 300, so get me to 300 just to make me happy, basically. Let's get into the comics. We've got a little bit of modern, mostly modern, a little bit of vintage. Actually, I think it's like half and half. It's like half modern, half vintage. So let's get into it, starting with, of course, you know, it's weird. Every haul I have always has Batman and Spider-Gwen and X-Men, and this haul is no different. Just one Batman for myself today. Batman 86. I recently purchased and read 75 through 85, which was City of Bane. So this is the first post City of Bane, which is the first one done by Tynion the Fourth. Is it James Tynion? James Tynion sounds right. And then I have the rest of this run here, so 87 through 92 set aside for myself at the local comic book store, so I'll pick those up here eventually. So while I'm also catching up on Batman, I'm catching up on the the current X-Men run from Hickman. So I picked up a couple of those, including this beautiful, beautiful variant for #1 by Art Germ. It's the Jean Grey Marvel Girl. This is so pretty. This is honestly like such a beautiful comic. I think I'm going to get this graded one day. It's so pretty, and yeah, that's really all I can say. It's so pretty and I want to get it graded. Also picked up #4 X-Men, so I need 2 and 3. These are just from a local collector who was selling them, so I picked them up, a couple of variants. #4 is also the variant here with X-23, which is really cool. I love X-23, and I feel like she doesn't get the love she deserves. So it's good to see her on here, and I'm hoping that she has a pretty big part to play in this book, hopefully. So that's the modern. Now let's work backwards. So I want to show you the oldest one first. Yeah, I might as well. So I picked up a super old 12-cent X-Men comic book. It is the oldest comic book in my collection. It is X-Men #32 with a little Juggernaut action. Juggernaut is my favorite X-Men villain, except for Magneto, but because he goes back and forth, I just say it's Juggernaut is my favorite villain. And this cover kind of sucks. I mean, it's cool because it's got Juggernaut on it kicking all of the X-Men butts, but he is drawn so oddly on this cover. Yeah, so it's a cool book, but I really don't love the cover that much. But I did also pick up a couple of X-Men first appearances. Here we have Uncanny X-Men 244, the first appearance of Jubilee. And I was kind of flipping through this here earlier this afternoon, and her origin is actually pretty similar to what happens in the episode 1 of the animated X-Men series. So that's pretty cool. I actually love Jubilee. She's one of my favorite characters because I loved her in the cartoon so much when I was a kid. And I know she's not like a huge part of X-Men comics and hasn't been for like several years, but she holds a fond memory in my heart for sure. And the last X-Men book I picked up here is another first appearance, #282, first appearance of Bishop. So that's pretty awesome. He was huge in this early 90s run. When did 282 come out? Well, according to this stamp here in the corner, this came out in 1991-ish for the 50th anniversary of Captain America. So yeah, early 90s, Bishop and Cable, they were pretty big deals for the X-Men. And for the main event of today's comic book haul, my first graded book ever in my collection. This is a book I owned and sent off for grading myself, and it came back a 9.8, which is the highest grade you can get from CGC. This is Ghost Spider #1. It is a variant with art by Shannon Mayer. And guys, look at that. This is definitely one of my favorite comic book covers in my collection, which is cool because I'll be doing a favorite covers video here coming up soon, which was requested by a viewer like a long time ago. But I'm finally gonna get to it if I stop buying stuff. All my videos are haul videos because I just keep buying stuff. So this is beautiful. I wish I had a better statue to display it with. I do have the Kotobukiya Art FX, and it's like a really cool little statue, but it's like 3 inches tall because of her pose. And because it's made of PVC, it's a little cheaper than it would be if it was like a resin statue. So it just doesn't feel like it quite matches up with this quality-wise. So my comic book shop has a 12-inch resin statue from, I think it's from Diamond Select, of Spider-Gwen. It's like $210, and I feel like I really have to get it now. I have to get it. I have to display it with this beauty, and now like having this in hand just makes me want to get a ton of graded books for display. So maybe that's what I'll do, is like, now that I bought in tons of X-Men books, is I'll just like sell them and trade them and get beautiful variant covers that are graded and in the plastic seal, and display them with my collectibles and my action figures and my statues. I don't know, man, that's the life of a collector. It's like every few months you're like, oh, I want to do this now. So everything I just spent the last 5 months buying, let's sell that so I can get this new thing. I know you guys feel me. That's just like the collector life, is you focus on something really hard for a few months and then you're like, ooh, but that's pretty cool. And unless you have like money to blow, you usually want your hobby to fund your hobby, so you like sell things you own to buy other things. And that's what I've been doing all summer, is I've just been selling stuff I don't want anymore and buying stuff I do want. But I'm having a ton of fun buying this Uncanny X-Men run. Like, these are awesome. And I know I haven't bought just Uncanny X-Men, because I bought the Jim Lee run of X-Men. I bought a couple of these modern ones. This, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get graded one day because it's fucking gorgeous. I haven't worked for 2.5 months because of this whole COVID thing, but I should be back to work by the end of July. And then when I'm back to work, I will actually have disposable income and extra money just for collectibles. That'll be fun. This week I should be getting my NECA Turtles. I say that in every video. I'm just waiting for them to arrive at EB Games so I can go buy them. And after I get those, I really gotta slow down until I'm back at work. So I think what I'll do is probably in August, after I've been back at work for a little bit, I'm gonna send off a few books to CGC. Definitely this one. Probably a Batman variant or two. Yeah. So this video appears to be going much longer than I expected it to, based on the few comics that I actually got. So I'm going to sign off now for you guys. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button, because that helps out. Again, if you haven't already and you like the content I'm putting out of just buying stuff and showing it off to you, make sure you hit that subscribe button. When I hit 300, maybe I'll do a giveaway. I did a giveaway for 200, so we'll see. I don't know. That'll be like, I'll have to decide after the fact. Well, my dog won't stop barking, so see you guys later.